They did a test on YouTube, right? A guy, it was a homeless guy. He was walking around homeless, asking people for $1, right? In a neighborhood, right? They put him in a suit, right? Same haircut, everything. They put him in a suit, and he asked for $1 the same exact way. Most people gave the same homeless man in a suit $1 because the perception was he don't need it. He just asked for $1, right? But you wouldn't give it to the person in need.
I got money on my mind. I'm just trying to get some dough. I ain't picking up my line unless it's money on the phone. Gotta get it on the daily. All I want is dubs. You know what I'm on. I've been chasing after paper. All I know is run money marathon.
Capital gains.
And we're back with Capital.
There you go. Hit a button.
You know, Capital Gains, baby. Capital Gains. What's this, episode 3?
It's right there.
Y'all don't know what category?
It's an episode.
It's an episode. It's an episode. Whatever. Okay.
We're here.
We are here. We are present. Yeah, for sure.
I'm back. Miss Parker, Daydreams.
What?
Welcome back.
Thank you.
The queen is back. Yo, you know what I want to talk about, guys? For perception versus reality. Like, it's like a big topic in what I'm doing recently. Like, because I'm building perception for a lot of different clients and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. What is perception, and how different is it from reality?
What do you mean by perception? Break it down.
Okay, so perception meaning, yeah, I mean, that's like the literal definition is, I don't know, but perception basically, I guess it's the thought of what you think something is. Is that like basically?
Yeah, it's your perspective of how you see something.
Your perspective. Yeah. Your perspective.
What I say? The ability to see, hear, or become aware of something through the senses. It's perception.
It's deep.
You know what I mean?
That was deep.
That is perception. The state of being or process of becoming aware of something through the senses.
So, like, can you, our show is basically about what?
The way you interpret something.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think that's the literal what we're talking about.
I guess our main goal, like, for this podcast really is to just, talk about helping people just grow, like, in business, and just personal self-development, right? Mm-hmm. Is perception the key to success?
In today's
society, yes,
today's society,
right now,
absolutely, yes. We were just talking about it with the last podcast. You know what I mean? Just how you look, how you're perceived by the public, how you interact with them. Not, you know what I mean? Not just how you look, but how you interact with people. It all makes a difference in your come up on business.
Because what you see, like you said, how they say, like, the first impression is everything. Yeah. The first thing you see, you're automatically going to judge that person on. Right. Like, if I pull up to a business meeting in a Rolls Royce, you're going to listen to everything I got to say because you're like, well, obviously he made it, right? You don't even got to know I rented it or I bought it, whatever. Yeah. You just think, okay, Rolls Royce success. Yeah. If I pull up in a 98 Honda Accord, you're like, shut up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's
perception.
But yeah, it's perception.
Do you think it's good, bad, or does it matter?
That can hurt you.
It depends on what you're trying to accomplish.
I know a lot of wealthy people who
perception.
be wearing them old school soccer Nikes, bro, and they walking around with $60K in cash in their pocket,
right? And
they wearing white tees and jeans, and these people millionaires.
That's why I say it depends on what you're trying to accomplish. You know what I mean? If you are trying to be an influencer and be a public figure is what they calling it right now,
right? Then
yeah, it will work in your favor to boost your perception of yourself to outwardly.
I took a little offense to that. It was like a public figure. I'm like, well, bro. I'm like, because I think I fall in that category.
I think we all fall in that as a public figure. You know what I mean? Like, for real. Like, that's what they're calling. It's not just because would any one of us call ourselves a celebrity?
Nope. No. I don't think nobody calls himself. You know what I mean? Like,
I think that term is dead. I mean, you know what I mean? I mean that's your Taylor Swifts. Right. That, you know what I mean?
Right,
your Eddie Murphys and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
why were those your go-tos? Out of curiosity.
Because I picked a white person and a black person.
All right, I was just like,
I'm not discriminating. It was a male and a female.
That was good. That was good politics right there. That was good politics.
That's crazy. All right, let me to piggyback on that from my basic perspective over here. Perception, right, is essentially how people look at you. Right. Is what I'm getting. So I guess the question you're asking is, how should you come off in business today, right? Should you come off as I guess, looking cool? Is it more so relatable? Is it like, how should you come off and why should you do it for each situation?
Well, number one, relatability is the biggest thing that sells, right? So before you build this perception of something that's false, right? You don't have to build a false perception.
Yeah.
You just have to build a perception that is likable to the audience that you want to attract.
Right. Then you got to figure out your target audience.
Right, 100%.
Know your people.
Who you relatable to.
Yeah.
But just remember, like, you know, as you build your perception, damn, I lost my fucking point.
Let's start from the so how would most people start to find their target audience to even build their perception? They're like, okay, I want to start doing this. Like, what do they? Is there somebody they should model themselves after? Should they just know who they're trying to target? Is there should there be like a woman involved? There should be like, you know what I mean? What does that look like?
That's a good one. How do you start to build your perception? Well, what do you want people to perceive? Like, what do you want people to think?
I kind of like, so for like where I am in certain parts of business, like I have to go through points of rebranding and remarketing because of where I'm taking certain companies, because like I have a background of having a lot of cannabis videos and stuff like that. So this isn't always the best business. You know, like when I'm doing corporate, it's not always the best perception to have. Be like, oh, you're possibly always high, even though I am. But
I believe most people who conduct business, they are high. It gotta be.
But back in the day, weed gave you a bad perception.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because everybody, like, even when we used to be on Zoom calls and you smoking weed, to us it's like whatever, right? We're successful doing what we need to do. Yeah. But to other people, it's like, whoa, all
y'all doing is just sitting around smoking weed.
Right. That's the perception of weed.
Right.
Yeah. So because that is that common narrative when it comes to what I do, I have to make sure that I brand and structure out a different perception of what it actually is, how I live my day to day in order to protect my brand.
So how did that look like? What did that look like for you when I need to start separating myself from this cannabis industry which I love so much. I still have an identity in that, but I need to start doing things in this other realm. How do you do that?
Government contracting, and like I give certain curriculum to other schools and stuff like that. So they don't want to see somebody smoking weed and you talking to children. You feel me?
Right.
So the best thing I could do was limit their reach, because I still wanted to be able to be myself, but it's how I allow people to see me on social media. So being able to control.
Is it worth it as far as like changing who you feel you are to be able to appease like a certain segment, as far as like, you know, like you said, you don't want government contractors to look at you a certain way. Mm-hmm. Do you think it's worth changing just who you are in general?
Well, is it changing who you are or just not putting everything out there?
Right. You know what I mean? So like that, I mean, I guess what we're saying is, yeah, we smoke weed, but that don't mean we got to smoke weed on our Instagram stories.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly.
But do you feel like you're switching though?
No.
Like
no.
I don't think that's
like selling out.
It's almost like it's the way my empress said, it's like omission. Like I don't have to let you know every single thing about me in order for me to be able to conduct business with you.
Right.
I'm like, you don't get a probe into my life. Because people also have to realize when it comes to social media, you control what goes on that camera.
That part.
You allow people to see what you want to. You are the one who creates the perception of you. So I have the ability to show them I smoke cannabis or not show them I smoke cannabis. And if it's going to be detrimental to how much money I can make for my family, it would behoove me not to smoke cannabis on camera.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let's just.
You okay over there?
Yeah.
It's twinkles.
All right.
Like for me, the perception of business credit or credit in general, someone that actually teaches that is you're balling, you're popping, whatever vehicle you have is, you know, a luxury car.
Right.
So if you are not, then the perception is like, okay, is she really getting in her bag?
Right.
Because if I go back into 2019 when I met Pete, I was driving a Hyundai, but I had an 800 credit score. I had money in the bank.
Right.
But someone that's doing business with me is like, nah, she can't be really getting it because she's driving a $300 car.
And that part sucks.
Yeah, and it does. It does. I mean,
because I gotta break. You making me spend.
Hold on, but let me ask you a question though.
But does it? Oh, go ahead.
No, but I'm saying if you know that, right, change the perception. Because if we know these cheat codes, right, implement them and win.
Right. Go rent the Mercedes Benz for about an hour or two. like for the
Well,
day,
you
know?
hold on. You ain't even
That's
gotta
too
rent
much
it.
work, fam.
You ain't even gotta rent it. It's not even about like you don't gotta falsify. You can like let's say you have a big business meeting to go to, and you want your perception to be so high that you want to land that client. Because once you land them, you got them, right? Cool, go rent that. But I'm not saying just rent it for Instagram and be like, hey guys, look at me in my Mercedes.
No, that's not what I was saying. I was saying rent, go pull up to the business meeting.
Got you.
Conduct the business. Oh, okay, boom.
100%.
You know what I mean? Now the next time you
though?
pull up if you pull up in a Honda, it's just like, okay, yes,
Man, don't
whatever. You know what I mean?
don't go break your bread for no regular Joe Smo. If you're not
Of
doing that
course
type
not.
of business to where you got real paperwork shifting across in these 6-7 figure deals, don't go spend like $200-$700 just to show out for some bums.
Spend it.
Don't, no,
So-
don't.
So
Wait, why you say that? Why you
when
say
is
that?
when is a good opportunity when is a good time for somebody to be like, and how can I boost my appearance and still not break the bank
I will say this. He's not joking when he says every time.
every time?
Okay, so
He
look.
literally
All right, so
Spare
look.
no
like
expense.
you're
I'll tell you one
playing
thing.
small.
So we at the record label, right? We work at the record label. I'm the vice president of digital marketing at this record label. Cool. Every day I walk in, I don't walk in with slides and regular t-shirt. I could. That's my office. I can do whatever I want. I come in, bust down, shirts on point. I'm looking because whoever walks in that office, and I get it all the time. Bro, what do you really do? You don't do marketing. What you really do, bro? You get what I'm saying? Because the perception I give off is that guy does something and he's successful at it.
Right.
Just off of the.
To his point, he's not around regular Joe Smos. Like these aren't bums that he's coming. He just said he's at a label, so
He's like, regardless.
he has to spend it.
Regardless.
No, but okay. But what I'm saying is like you don't gotta spend it all.
Yeah.
You just have to spend it enough that the perception is what you want people to believe, so you can achieve that goal. The major thing is just achieving that goal. Fuck everything else. Just get the goal popping.
A lot of people need to move as well because people in where you're from, they perceive you a certain way, and that also can be limiting to your business developing.
that part.
That's deep.
I like that. Let's stay there for a second.
like, and you talking about move, like uproot.
Different city, right?
Move to a different city.
I had to
Different
do that.
location.
I can speak.
Yeah.
I can speak on that. Like for real. Like back when I was in LA, I had to get up out of the four corners of where I was at and hit the valley and go straight to because it was beneficial to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
To be in the apartment that I was in. It was just closer. I didn't have to drive an hour and a half stuck in traffic. And whenever I had shit going on in my house, it was the perception. Like, damn, this is what he's doing. Damn, it's working. It's bringing him some type of success. You know what I mean? And nobody can question it.
So why do we have to leave our hometowns to get some recognition from, like, you know what I mean? Every time, like, say I'm from Philly, right? I didn't get respect as a director until I left Philly.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, that's the guy from Philly right there. You get what I'm saying? So why do we have to leave our hometowns to get the respect from our hometown?
Can I ask you back that same question? Do you think it's more so you leaving and people saw you different, or you saw yourself different leaving?
It's the perception of I left, and most people don't leave because our subconscious mind is scared of change.
Yeah.
Nobody really wants to change, right? Change is scary to almost everybody.
Yep.
Right? So the people that do venture off and just change and be like, fucking I'm out, we look at that person like, oh, that's brave.
Yeah. He got out of here.
He got out of here.
Yeah.
He won.
Shit. Now you want to watch it like a movie. It's like,
Hell no.
What is he doing
It
now?
depends on where you
Right.
go. I don't feel like nobody about that who downgrade. I'm like, oh no, you stupid. I'm like, why would you go from there to there? Like in retrospect, unless it was a financial situation, I don't see myself ever moving back to Detroit. Like in the suburbs, yeah, certain areas possibly, but living there, no, not at all.
What's the biggest reason?
Mainly because them potholes, hell no. That's one. Like
LA got the same problem.
yeah, bro, the potholes, the laws, the lack of sunlight. They got like winter almost 8 months out the year.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm Gucci, bro. So if I didn't have to put myself in that situation, I'm not going to be in that situation. And it's just, and then also with me moving from that area, a lot of people, like my family is very well known in the Detroit area, like in the Southwest Detroit. People know their last names and stuff, and like certain 3-letter acronyms get thrown around with some of my family members. If y'all like watch TV, y'all can pick up on the shows from Detroit. But
BMF. Was that? Did I get it? I get it? Was that close? Was that close?
So yeah, some of them, like I got a lot of females in my family. So I was the first male for like 20 years. So even like my mom and them, like I can't do nothing in the D without somebody be like I couldn't do nothing without nobody telling my mama. So just that alone, just because I look just like that woman, everybody know my family. I have a certain, like blanket over me because of where I come from. And if I want to be known for myself, sometimes it's best if I go establish what I can elsewhere. Just because
Change the perception.
people always gonna look at me as Peach's son sometimes.
Change the perception.
Change the perception.
Who determines the perception though? Like
The people.
how do you guys gauge it? Like who is the actual person that you're gauging it off to say, I look this way in front of this group or this person? Like how are you guys gauging this as far as perception?
I feel like that depends on how conscious you are as the individual, because some people don't know that they're putting a perception of themselves out there. And for those of us who are content creators and we're mindful of the angles and the filters and the certain things, like we're being mindful of how people perceive us. Mm-hmm. And that's not, and an average individual may not be mindful of the type of things that they're doing.
How do you know how people perceive you though? You know what I mean? Like how are you
Engagement,
judging that?
like just engagement from social media or talking to you, like, you know what I mean? People will tell you how they feel, or the comments will tell you if they like something, if they don't like something. You had a good point, that's stupid, whatever. Like the audience kind of gives you the feedback on how you can, fix up your perception to get more,
You really want to know? Go live. They'll tell you the truth for real.
Yeah.
That's how you know. Go live, fam.
No, be bold. See what the people tell you. See what
Yeah.
I
Easy to
just think
say,
about
it's
you.
tough to do.
But the truth is so important though, because the truth gets you to the next level of where you're trying to go.
You have
Because if
to
you
be
never
willing
know
to
what
take
people want or
criticism.
people appreciate or people want to look at, how do you know where to start?
Right. That's why I tell
A/B
Tanny.
testing, right?
Oh, I tell Tanny, when we was starting this thing out, he was like, I don't look at the comments. I was like, sometimes you got to look at the comments.
I don't look at the comments.
Yeah, you don't look at the
I'm
comments. You
good
got to
on
look
the
at the comments because sometimes the comment has like useful criticism. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Constructive criticism.
It's also a double-edged sword, though. You know
what I mean?
because you don't want to change who you are too because of the comments.
Well, it's up
but
to
you
you.
always you gotta that's how you figure out who your audience is, though.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
You're learning
all
a lot.
my years doing YouTube videos, social media, and everything, one thing that I did realize, and people consistently told me, that was like, we like how authentic you are, how you express yourself, and how you break things down in a specific capacity.
Right.
So I got that based off of my community expressing these things through me by me being open to communicate with them. So these are their comments. I wouldn't have known how to scale if I didn't have these conversations with them.
Do you feel like looking at the comments can actually dilute who you are as far as your perspective on anything?
Can't nothing dilute.
It depends on your
I'm pure as
mentality.
hell.
Yeah, it depends on how strong you are as a person. Like, just like, okay, if your man sell drugs, that mean you gonna sell drugs too because you just easily influence? I mean,
If you see a comment, somebody like, man, that motherfucker got an ugly ass shirt on. If you just, you know what I mean? It's like you see stupid. You
now
gotta
you in
learn
the
how
mirror
to
change the shirt and shit.
and I say that just to be funny, but comments like that, you gotta like kind of know what people are out there trying to be malicious and the people who are
Take
out there
constructive
trying-
criticism, not bullshit.
Hey,
Exactly.
bro, this remind me of my younger social media days when I used to be snapping and stuff. And then one thing I did learn is like, I ain't got the energy to be entertaining everybody and everything. And so you're going to have to really understand how powerful your silence is when it comes to responding to people on social media.
Well, you was ranting and yelling at people.
That's because people is suckers out here, bro.
Yo, why you gotta be so gangster? Yo, so he was out here.
What is snapping? What do you mean when you snapping? Like,
Okay, so I'm Detroit terminology. I was telling people how of a piss poor job they do in multiple ways.
You know, he was well known.
you
for
was
that.
like literally snapping on people, like, bro, you ain't shit.
Yeah, pretty.
He was a
much.
guy on YouTube.
It-
Like,
You on shit detail because you're doing the shit. You're doing
Like,
a shit job.
it
he was on
got-
shit patrol.
Shit patrol.
Pretty
Shit
much, and it got so like because of my report and what it was and what I was so well known for doing. If I said certain people names within the community, they instantly started losing money.
It's like a form of doxing.
Pretty much, because it's just like
You like
what better
you
way
like
to
a-
take out the
you like
competition? fam?
If Yelp was a person,
Yeah, for
Fuck that nigga.
for this
And then-
contract stuff, yeah,
it's like, fuck that nigga. Bad. We ain't fucking with him. That's crazy.
because I come with receipts. But I let people live. I'm a little older. I let people live.
That's also a great marketing strategy if you want to just go that route. Because super extremism on social media does extremely well.
Yeah, because people love drama. And you also, once again, we're talking about perception, but that's not how I want it to be perceived, because I want to be perceived as an intellect, as an educator. I don't want to be the person who you look to always be debating with individuals, because I don't got the time. Man, that don't pay me enough.
Does that perception make it harder to do business if you're just always like on the contrarian mode? You know what I mean?
Yes, because it gives people the perception that you are difficult to conduct business with, and it prevents them from wanting to do things with you, or otherwise they'll only come to you for that combative energy so that they can leverage off of that.
They just call you for silly debates at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, bro. And they
be secretly recording it. Like,
yeah, and then they gonna run that clip on YouTube and try and embarrass you.
How does perception work in the credit game? How do you have to come off, or how do you have to have people perceive you?
That is a very good question, Dave.
Because I feel like, I mean, there's a lot of really good people that do it and a lot of scammers out there. How do you use perception to work for you?
Lifestyle, showing what you're doing on a daily basis. You have to show and prove. People want to see that. They want to see that you're living what you're teaching.
Right.
Like when he mentioned, you're in a Honda, I wasn't thinking about it. And he's like, you're playing safe. And it wasn't that I was playing safe. People just didn't know that I was stacking my bread to make an investment move. But he was like, no, the people are going to come, because as many of us know, and if you don't know, people give money to people who have it. Right. So if you're in a Hyundai, they're like, she's not really doing what she says she claims she does.
Right.
But if you're popping out in a Lambo, maybe that might be extreme, but even a Mercedes, like, okay, she must be really doing something. Okay,
but
look at it as respect.
But who is they? You know what I mean? Who is saying these things like, oh, well, she not doing this thing? Are those the people that you want to buy the book? Or this is the people,
those are potential clients, for sure.
You want to show that to the potential clients, like, hey, this is what I'm doing, and this is how
they did a test.
You can do that.
Right? They did a test on YouTube, right? A guy, it was a homeless guy. He was walking around homeless asking people for $1, right? In a neighborhood, right? They put him in a suit, right? Same haircut, everything. They put him in a suit, and he asked for $1 the same exact way. Most people gave the same homeless man in a suit $1, because the perception was he don't need it. He just asked for $1, right? But you wouldn't give it to the person in need.
Actually, I want you to go deeper on this, actually, because I think it's actually a really big point. Why is that?
It's a play on human psychology, bro. It's just understanding the human dynamic. People like flashy things. We come from flashy societies, especially melanated.
I'll go one better for you. People only want to support what's popping. We only want to support what's already doing good. We don't want to report the guy or the person that we feel like is not doing well. Like some of us out of the kindness of our heart will, but the vast majority. Last time you seen a homeless person, did you give him any money? Did you talk to him?
Yeah.
Did you give your time? You know what I mean? Because we just so closed off.
This ad is brought to you by Capital Gains.
What's going on, y'all? It's directed here, Peter Parker, and my course, Guerrilla Filmmaker, is finally here. I know, I've been promising y'all for a long time now, year after year, but I've been working very hard on this course, perfecting it, so you guys get the most value out of it, right? I mean, listen, I've packed this with so many videos, so much content that you have to win, right? It's a must buy course. And if you get it right now, it's just half off. Let me tell you what's involved, right? It's like, if you first get your camera and you're ready to start making money, I'm going to show you how to make some money. This course is not just about technical skills. Yeah, we're going to get busy. We're going to show you what cameras to buy and how to get the best quality out your camera, but it's really about increasing your income and 10X in your company. Are you ready to take not only your videography skills to the next level, but actually make a company and actually start scaling your company to make more money? Guerrilla Filmmaker is the course for you. I promise you, I've waited this long on purpose to give y'all the greatest course I could possibly give. So make sure y'all tap in, click the link in the bio, and join the Guerrilla Filmmaker family. To the people that we've counted out.
Yeah.
And that's based on the way that's just based on the way how we were educated, because basic through supply and demand, like basic economics, we're taught that there's a certain value that comes along with this type of marketing because of the branding, and we think this also means security because these names and this monetary value is associated with it. Like I had talked to young boy about this particular shoe company, and he was like, "Man, I just get some Hirachis." I'm like, "That's crazy that you will pick this well-made foreign brand and you would just be like, no, I don't want that, just because you'll go with Nike because they have this strong branding power here.
Right.
It's based on the perception, the marketing power that is put behind it.
Right.
And when you put marketing power behind your perception, people are going to, and if you're putting the right stuff behind it, like the proper cars, proper jewelry, and also if you in a proper house, like the perception of me when I was in Detroit versus when I moved to my high rise in Miami off of the water, completely different. I made $30K in a weekend just on vacation.
I will say that. So in Pete's perspective, when he shows up to a meeting for a music video, documentary, whatnot, and he's wearing that jewelry, they do not question if his budget for them is 30, 40,000.
Right.
You're not going to ask him for a discount. You're asking for a Peter Parker production.
Right.
And he's saying it's 30,000. They're not saying no.
Right.
Well, because you know what it is in their heads, it's like you're willing to spend it on yourself, so you don't need my money, right? So sometimes when people feel like you need something, it's devalued, right? But if it's like, oh, you don't need it, I'm willing to give it to you because you know what I mean. It's like a safety for some people.
So we talking about some reverse psychology shit. You know
100%.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's crazy. It's like that. I don't know.
Brandon, I'd actually say it a different way. I'd say it's actually, I think it's more innate in the fact that people only help people that want to help themselves.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like you were saying to your example, the only reason why they gave the businessman, because, he's got it. You know what I mean? But they didn't want to help the guy that clearly didn't have it, only because they realized that, okay, he's trying or he's going through something. You know, it's something that, okay, he's trying or he's going through something. You know, it's something situational as opposed to the guy. They're like, he's not really doing anything with his life. So that's really the reason.
Why does he deserve that dollar? You know what I mean? That's probably what people think. Like, why does he deserve that?
So in retrospect to your statement, why do you deserve your client's business when they look at you on social media? That's the story that you have to tell them.
Right.
Like, why? Like, how are you going to sell to these people? Whatever it is, whatever your offer may be. Like, what is going to be the emotional attachment? Like, so how can you be relatable and also be able to monetize through this connection that you've made through these people?
It's a bar.
That is a bar.
I'm going to write that down. Just so y'all know. I'm definitely writing it.
See,
I'm here. I'm absorbing it.
No, I'm not hitting the button.
I'm taking it in. I don't want them to
already
like,
done.
yeah, I'm
Already
taking
done.
this one in. That was good.
Yeah, I mean, see, he's a closer. I don't even know what to say to that.
He like closed it. With
Yeah, it's just,
Close it.
just
Hey.
douche.
That was good.
No, it's, man.
Link down below.
No, but I just, even like my perception of myself, I often have to go back and evaluate and make sure that I am accepting of what it is that I'm putting out there, because I'm my biggest critic. And then I also have to go to sleep at night and be acceptable. Like, cause I'm not somebody only time you possibly may see me dancing is if like I'm at a party or something. I really dance, but you're not gonna see me busting no TikTok dances.
Right.
Like that's just not,
Now,
it's just not me, fam.
Now, for when creating, is there such thing as like creating something that's just like corny? Like, how do you avoid
Hell
just
yeah.
being corny?
I say it all the time. It's
Like you made a face. You was like,
Well, I mean, it's a lot of corny shit going on, but sometimes corny works. It's just studying what's out there, studying what's working, and put your spin on it. You know what I'm saying? So look at the top 10 people that's doing what you would like to do and put your spin on that.
Bing bang. It's based on what you like to do. That's really it. And like I love to express myself. I love to dance, but it's also what am I comfortable sharing with the public about myself? Right. Because do I want you to know me for this? No, I don't. Because I don't feel like people take TikTok dancers serious. And what I do is serious. Money's serious. So I'm like, I'm not going to jeopardize my perception based on me trying to get some damn likes and damn hearts. So that's just me personally. And then here come P about to be
No,
Ready. He's ready. Go for it.
no, I was just thinking to myself, like, you know, we buy perception every day, right? Like we all do, from the brands that we wear, Nike, like jewelry, right? Like we buy things to have a perception. Everything we buy is to have a perception, whether it be a nice couch, whether it be nice cameras. It's the perception of, it's on this level.
Yeah.
So perception is the level that you're at, according to the people.
How do you think people perceive you now?
I wish I could change my perception. Like, people just think I'm big, rich. You know what I mean? Like, and no, I didn't talk about this real quick because people just assume that I'm just like super duper rich. And what I try to tell people is like, unfortunately, how I grew up, I was never taught finance, right? I'm just now really getting into finance and how to fix my finance, stuff like that. So I'll give you a great example, right? Yes, I have expensive things. Yes, I make money. But unfortunately, every time I've entered a different tax bracket, my bills have always went up, right? As soon as I start making more money, big house. As soon as we start making more money, new cars. As soon as we start making more money, bust down. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, you don't really get a chance to, keep the Hyundai and stack your bread, build your assets and
right.
Really do the right things for it. I was so busy on building perception.
But does that perception pay off?
It does. But at some point you have to change, right? The perception for me worked because now I'm consistently making money, right? But at what point do I have enough perception to start leveraging that into some real assets now?
Right.
So
where you can pull up in maybe the BMW.
No, past that. We already got that. I'm talking about like Rolls Royces, Lamborghinis every day. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about. I want to go. No, so I feel that I just got rid of a stupid car that was. Oh my God. So, but I feel that I want
Mr. Numbers is about to enter the building.
I want to go.
I got to hear about this. Why was that car stupid?
Because of the numbers. That's why.
Some numbers. Here he goes.
Okay. All right.
Here he goes.
Oh man. So like, I literally like, for me, it would be getting to the point where I can like, don't even have to entertain the Rolls Royces and stuff, and I could walk around in my Crocs and just like my Nike cotton shorts and my socks, and I got like 8-9 figures just sitting away.
But hold on,
See,
DJ,
that's how I live. That's like comfortable to me. You know what I mean?
But
also,
you have to
look at your competition
though. You have to work into a point.
Who's your competition? Like, think of the knowledge that you have, right?
What competition?
No. But exactly my point. You could walk around in Crocs because you don't have too much competition, right? But when you have a field if you have a field that is if it's very competitive and it's a bunch of people, what separates you?
Right.
It's your story, it's your perception, and it's your quality.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So.
This ad is brought to you by Capital Gains.
Peace, everyone. It is the Prince of Hemp, DJ Bay, and I am here to give you good news. We have finally launched our mastermind. Go to djbaymastermind.com and you can see all of our exclusive content from podcasts with KRS-One, Hakeem Green, and we have ebooks, education material, documents, anything that you need in order to increase your wealth so you know how you better scale your business model. Make sure you join today. Peace.
I'm gonna say I say that, but I'm also the same person who will pop out in some gaiters and a 3-piece suit and stuff. But but I'm gonna say when me and P first met, I popped up on him in some Nike shorts and some Crocs.
Right, and I made you change it. I said, "Yo, bro, what you doing here, bro? Like straight up and down, bro. You get too much money to have that perception, bro."
Bro, but I also don't be wanting people to know how much money I get.
I'm not saying you gotta pull out in the Lambo, like we being extreme, we being funny and shit like that. But I'm just saying, like, you don't want to be the guy in the 98 Corolla and.
But is it that bad if I got 20 racks in my pocket?
They don't know that though.
Yeah, not a 98 Corolla.
Are you building?
Depend on what we doing though. So am I? So
right now you building the business. Right now you building them offers.
I'm always building the business.
Okay, so you want people to buy into what you selling, but do you have what the people want in their life?
They don't know what they want,
but they think they do.
I tell them what they want. That's the beauty of marketing. When you understand, like I said, I'm not lying.
I know, but what I'm saying is, like, to the average person, right? An average person wants a nice house, a nice car, and passive income, right?
Yeah.
So if you're selling that and you can get them that, but every day you just Ethica draws and some socks, it's like, you get what I'm saying?
You can't do that.
So no,
you can't do that all the time.
Yes, you can.
The only time that works
that used to be
if someone else is edifying you in the room.
Right.
No, I'm gonna tell you
on social media, right?
Or on social media.
Right.
No.
like, oh, that's DJ. He's actually
doing what he
Right.
doing
Don't
it. And
mind
they're like,
him in the
oh,
drawers and
okay,
socks.
that's just
Right.
DJ.
That's just what he
That's
do.
just who
I'ma
he
tell
is.
But you can
why it
avoid
work.
that.
I'm gonna tell you
If
why
you
it works.
do
Because
step out.
I walk out
Yeah.
on my balcony in my penthouse
But I
down
think-
in Miami, and I just show you like how I'm living,
But see,
regardless
that's-
of what I'm wearing.
That's what I mean. Like, because I also feel that. I think all it takes is a few good times to just be like, bow, pull out in the, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's something nice. Boom, show it off the whip, show off the crib. You know what I mean? But then every day or like, you know, every
Like,
But sometimes
technically,
perception.
you got to put it in people's face, bro.
no, of
Right,
course.
right.
I get that, but
Pause.
you know.
Yeah.
No, that's not a pause. Not for me.
So
Bring that.
don't bring that energy.
I was about to hit the button. I'm not gonna do it.
I almost went along with you. Like, whoa.
Did you? Why would you do that?
All right, let me ask y'all this then. So, all right, perception, right, is more so the way you guys are describing it. It's like a way to elevate yourself or make yourself seem better than the competition, right? But is there a way that perception can work the other way in the sense that, like Bill Gates, for example, right? That you were saying he wears sandals, white shirt, just living his best life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that work backwards too?
Yes.
As opposed to not being elevated, just being the relatable guy.
If your perception is all,
nobody's inviting Bill.
well, if your perception is all false, if you're building a false perception, that can definitely work against you because you're a liar.
That part.
You get what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day,
But that's like 90.
okay, all right, no, I'll give you an example, right? If you can rent a Rolls Royce, to rent a Rolls Royce might cost you anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500 a day, right? Depending on who you know, right? You still have to pay that money.
Right.
So regardless, you're not a homeless man that doesn't have anything, right? That's just renting a Rolls Royce.
Right.
So what I'm
you got
saying,
some type of money.
right? You have some type of money, so that's not all the way false, right?
But y'all remember that video when my man's had tried to jump out the chopper and then he had his bags on the side and
the door was closed.
yeah,
It was already closed.
I didn't see that.
oh my god,
Jumped out of the.
So he was just frauding.
The door never closed.
So, but that's what I'm
Fraud.
saying.
How can you jump out
So-
of a helicopter?
All right, so your question was, how does it backfire on you? When the people call you, when the people find out that you're a fraud, because people do their investigations online, they looking at everything, right?
He ain't really
To see
who
if
he say he is.
He not really buying. That's not really. He don't got no money. You get what I'm saying? He's not really real. So that's when it goes against you, and it's hard to come back from just false perception than it is just putting a little sauce on your perception.
Yeah.
Damn.
boy.
The work has to come with the perception that you're trying to build.
100%.
You actually gotta be. You building this. You gotta be show and prove.
And when you run when y'all run like these businesses and you utilize like social media like your Yelp, oh yes, please believe what people say about your business will help or hurt it. So don't be talking crazy to people in your comments, fam. Because especially if you're doing business out here, because these people will turn around and they will completely destroy everything that you're doing. So like once again, your silence is very powerful.
Are you speaking from experience?
Hell no, can't nobody tear down what I built.
All right, gangster.
So, crazy. Don't even.
Don't shoot. Don't shoot. What? Might turn out without what?
Like one of the businesses that I have. One of the businesses that I have, I actually rent out luxury cars. So I'll pick up the car, I'm videotaping it, showing my client that's picking it up. I had my son in one of these vehicles one day, and I think about a week ago, some girl's like, yeah, I seen you bought a Lambo. So in her perception, I had bought the Lambo.
Right.
But I never said I bought a Lambo. It just was showing my son and myself enjoying the Lambo.
And
Yeah.
Why does she think that? Because of the perception that you've already built.
True. Yeah.
When you pull up in a Rolls Royce, the first thing everybody gonna say is, "This nigga pulled up in a Rolls Royce."
Right.
The next thing is, "Was it his?" And you know what I mean? And
Is it?
I would ask.
No, you're right. But past that point, once they kind of fizzle that out, it's like,
Yeah.
damn, he in a Rolls Royce.
But you also watch the person who gets out of the car too,
Right, 100%.
Yeah.
and the demeanor,
How
what's
they
going
look.
on.
You're looking at the
Right.
outfits.
I'm stepping
People
out
are
in Crocs.
trying to match everything
Yeah.
up.
I'm getting out the Rolls Royce and Crocs, fam.
See, this doesn't add up. I don't know.
The math ain't
Okay.
math.
But sometimes
I have something to say about that. So in 2019, when I was 800 credit score, I had so much money in the bank. I had 800 credit score. I bought 6 cars from 2 dealerships.
Oh shit.
I went in my Nipsey Hussle t-shirt, jeans, and flip-flops. that's how I went buying these cars, because it was one of those things where it's like, I'm not showing up in no suit and stuff like that. I got credit.
Right.
They're gonna respect me because I have this.
So your credit was your perception.
1000%.
So when is it wise not to just kind of like bring it down a notch? You know what I mean? Not wear the jewelry, not wear the chains. And
When is it wise not to do it?
Yeah, when is it wise not to do it?
I mean,
in the hood.
Never. There's
Well,
never.
shit.
There's never.
Great answer, actually.
You know.
I mean,
No, like she
With the
said
windows
she said in the hood, you know, for sure. Like
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
no, fuck that. Be you, bro. Like if I'm gonna wear it, I'm gonna wear it. Like, for example, if whatever I'm wearing today, I'm not changing it. So wherever I go, I'm going. I'm not about to walk in the hood.
You're not in Melrose driving down the street with that on.
I was on. Whoa, no. I was on Melrose with all my jewelry on. Because remember the guy when we rented that slingshot and I had all my jewelry on. He was like, "Yo, bro, you might not want to be driving that with all your jewelry on." I'm not taking my fucking. And that was pride, right?
Yeah.
That was pride. No, that was pride. That was pride. That was stupid. I had no strap on me. It's LA.
Boy, listen here.
Right. God had me that day.
But I
so
will
was cool.
say he did check in.
There you go.
We talked about checking in.
Right. No, I called my, yo, what up, bro? Yo, I'm here, bro. Yo, I'm doing my thing. Da, 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 da. All right, homie's gonna pull up on you, my nigga. Cool. You feel me?
Bad. It's a done deal.
Then that's it.
Damn.
Oh, that's Peter Parker?
Yeah, no.
He's
Perception.
I do have to ask this question then. As far as what's the best way for a beginner to, I guess, find a way to leverage, or how should they even move when it comes to personal branding? Like, are you trying to put yourself on this pedestal? Should you be authentic? Like, what do you guys think?
Tell your
like,
story.
For the average guy, like, how do you
First
think
thing
they
is
should do
just
it?
tell your story.
Tell your
bro.
story.
Who are you? Why should I care? Right? Like, what's your struggles? What have you gone through? Because everybody, there's millions of people that have gone through the same struggle as us. We're just looking for somebody to relate to. So all you have to do is literally be like, yo, my name is such and such. You know, I have my t-shirt line right now. Let me tell you what it means to me. For the last 5 years, I've been homeless or going through this, that, and the third. And I created this t-shirt line not only to change my life, but my family's life. And this is what it means to me. Fuck what the t-shirts say. I'm buying it because, damn, homie, I feel that. I remember when I was homeless, right? And I'm going to just resonate with that. And he's going to get that sale off of that. And as that brand builds up and as your quality builds up and as your company builds up, you just start to make more and more sales.
Hey fam.
I need to take notes for that one.
Good.
I ain't gonna hold
was
you.
really
Some
got
of
the
y'all,
audio. I'm gonna
some of
Somebody
y'all
hit
who
the
don't
closing
got a
there.
story,
Good. That was
you
good.
better
Like,
fake it till you make it. Nobody said you can't make a fiction story. You know, some of y'all great storytellers, especially like I done met some great Virgo storytellers. Like you, like for real.
He just
I gotta
attacked
Start
it.
dissing
That's
people from the
crazy.
rip. It's a diss track right here.
No, for real though. But it's just like everybody doesn't live an amazing life. Like, yo, I got a world record for breaking bricks. I'm a black belt. I got like almost 20 different businesses. Yeah, all this stuff sounds amazing. A lot of people don't have those type of things that they can just say. But what you do have is a brain, and more than likely you have an imagination, and you can develop something in order to associate a story with the particular offer or a brand. Because everybody, like, it's really some boring people out here, bro. But that don't mean that they don't have the ability not to get bread.
Right.
But I give you something easy, right? I give you something easy for everybody, right? You know what you can always record? Consistency. Because most people don't have it. Most people in the world, probably 90% don't have consistency. So think about this. I work out, right? I mean, I know it probably don't look like it, but I work out, right? I lost 100 pounds, right? I'm not known. I don't have a six pack. I'm not known as the workout guy. Right. But as I posted my story and just said, hey, everybody, my goal is just to lose 100 pounds. Right? I'm going to try to lose this shit in 100 fucking days. I called it the 100-day, 100-pound challenge. People looked at me like I was nuts, but I just recorded my fucking journey. Hey guys, I don't like being this way and I'm looking to change my health around. This is what I'm doing. Recorded it every day. Most people's like, congratulate me. Some people have different things to say. Cool. But the journey, as you show the consistency of it.
Right.
I'm somebody in the film world, right? In the video world, not somebody in the workout world. I became the guy that you asked to, yo, bro, how'd you lose weight? What are you eating? What's your diet plan? What's this? I'm not a trainer. I'm just giving my story and I'm just showing you, right? And then I just become that person. Now I'm the 100-day, 100-pound guy. I swear to God, I was in Target one day in a different city. And they're like, yo, you're Mr. 100 pounds, 100 days. I'm like, what?
People sleep on the power of
No
consistency.
idea. That's crazy.
Yep.
That's awesome.
I actually became vegan because I saw your stories.
Yep. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not that guy. I'm not the health guru. I just put my story out there, told my story, right? And then I just consistently started recording myself.
Yeah, you never
Every
know
day.
who you could be a beacon of light to.
Yep.
I'm gonna throw a little curveball, and we're gonna wrap up here after this. Ready? Studio audience. Right now, we have my little sister here. Brandon, slide to your left real quick. Sis, sit on the right side here. And I want you to give her advice, both of you, to start a business in 2 minutes. Can you do that?
Yeah.
You sure? Tough thing.
I'm not, you want to bet on it?
You want to go? You go first.
Brandon, slide to the left. Switch with her real quick. You ready?
Uh-oh.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do it live.
You're in it.
Throwing a curveball.
2 minutes.
Go ahead. You ready? So, I can ask the question, or you can ask the question. What would be the best business for you to start? Because you haven't started a business, right? Well, yeah. So, do you want to ask the question, or should I? I'll ask the question. What business should she start? What would you say to a client like this? Whoever wants to go first.
Okay, I can go. So, do you have a company name in mind, or do you have any idea of what it is that you would like to do? That's always my first question. What is it that you want to do?
No, I actually don't.
Okay, so what is it that you are good at? Do you have a list of at least 10 things that you would like/love to do?
You know, now that I'm put on spot, like I feel like it's all a blur.
No, it's all good. It's simple things like do you do hair? Do you sing? Do you like doing content creation? Do you draw? Simple stuff, simple things like that.
Okay.
Any things that you may have as a hobby.
Okay. Well, so that's what y'all asking me, what my hobbies are?
Pretty
No, so
something that you
basically-
like/love to do.
DJ is the guy that's going to help you figure out what you love to do, so that you know
Turn that into a business.
right. You turn that to a business, right? But so you will probably come to a guy like me first, and then you go to him, right? So what I'm gonna tell you straight up right now, you don't know what you want to do, right? But you need some money.
Yeah.
You got a phone on you?
I do.
You have a mobile phone?
I do.
iPhone probably?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, cool. You have an iPhone. All right, let's get some money tomorrow. Like, soon, it's late right now, so you probably can't go into business right now. But tomorrow, right? That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go into 50 different local businesses and restaurants, right? You're gonna go into 50 different local businesses and restaurants, and you're gonna say, "Hey guys, I own a social media marketing company, and I do cool reels for dope businesses that I like." Right? You're gonna go in and say this. You're gonna do a bunch of different reels. Let's say you do 10 reels, 10 different cool reels for that business. You're gonna go home, edit it up, make it cool. Look at people that do that on social media. Look at the trends, kind of follow them, right? You're gonna come back to those same stores that allowed you to do that. Out of those 50, let's say you get 5, right? So those 5 people, you're gonna go back and say, "Hey, this is the content I just created for your Instagram. These people, these new videos right now are gonna get you way more views than you had on your Instagram right there. I also do this consistently. So here go my packages. My packages are, we start at $1,000 for these mini reels, $2,000, and then you go on and on from there. So now they didn't ask you, who have you done this for? Well, let's say they say that, like, who have you done this for, right? You remember those 10 people that let you do it?
Yeah.
Those are your testimonies now. They don't know you did those for free as well. Right? They don't know that you just asked 10, 50 people. They just know, oh shit, you've worked with this brand? You work with that brand? Oh yeah, I have. You don't have to know that I did it for free. You get what I'm saying? So now you got, tomorrow, boom, you just made 5 bands tomorrow. Straight like that. And I've done it, so I know with nothing, with a cell phone, literally went into a bunch of different places. Hey, let me just do this for you for free. You don't even have to like to do it. It's just about making the money so you can get it. You can have money to do what you would like to do. Right? And then it just leads to different things. It leads to different opportunities. You meet new people, and you go on and on from there.
So where did you start?
Where, like marketing or just in general?
I don't even know what you do. Like,
Okay. So my name is Peter Parker. I got known for music videos. So I started off as a music video director. I got signed when I fresh out of college to Deshaun Jackson, who played for the Philadelphia Eagles, the wide receiver. I did music videos for his artists. Then I went on to get signed to Gilly the Kid from Philadelphia, who has probably the number one podcast out, $1 million worth of game. And then I just launched my career from there. While I was shooting music videos, I was like, damn, most of y'all not getting no views. So I'm not getting no exposure, right? So I was like, I'm going to find out how to market these videos so I can get paid for the marketing of it and the shooting of it. And then I fell in love with marketing. And then I did a course called to Ty Lopez. He's an entrepreneur. He teaches people how to build social media marketing companies. I took his course, right? Paid $1,200, took his course, and I made $70,000 my first 3 months, and I was on and on from there. So the things that I'm telling you to do is something that I pay for somebody else to learn. I'm just here to give away the free game because I'm like, I would love to have somebody taught me that.
It's crazy that you say that because like I've been doing music for about like 10 years now.
Mm-hmm.
But like when it comes to like the marketing aspect of it and like the views and all of that, it just kind of made me not necessarily give up, but it's just like, y'all don't care.
Right.
I ain't even gonna, you know. So now like I'm kind of, it's not even that I don't know what I'm good at or what I want to do. It's just like a new start kind of.
But you do music?
I do music, yes.
Yeah. It takes money to do music.
It does.
So all I'm telling you how to do is make some money so you can fund your dreams. And then we can go into a marketing conversation of how you market your music, right? How to spend $100 and let 1,000 people see it. And marketing is like the Apollo, right? I can pay to put you in front of 1 million people. Whether they boo or cheer is up to them. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So you're going to find out whether you can make it as an artist by what the people, if the people like it or not. Now, granted, you can always get better. You can always have audience grow with you. But if you find a few people that like you, you just have to keep finding those few people. Keep finding those few people. Keep finding those few people.
That's your audience.
That's your audience. And those are the people that's at your show.
That was good. It's really good. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, sorry. I think that was a little longer than 2 minutes, but I'm passionate, so I just got a little carried away. My bad.
No, and you know, see, you came out and you said what it is that you do. It just took a while for you to get comfortable because you said you do music.
Mm-hmm. When you say do music, do you write, produce?
Yeah.
Sing, rap?
I sing, rap. I dabbled with audio engineering, but I'm not gonna say I'm a producer or anything like that. But you know, I love the culture of it. Like I love telling my story. You know, I think it's just more so of if you don't have the money, how they gonna hear you? You know what I mean? So like you'll get caught into, you know, paying your bills, going to work, doing like the everyday life thing. And it's like you don't really have enough to invest in what you're actually passionate about.
Right.
You know what you should do?
Fiverr.
No. I got something better for you. You know how you just describe your struggle? That's your struggle. You want to be an artist, but you can't be heard. You go on a platform like TikTok that gets you free views from people that don't even follow you. And you tell that story every day.
The story you just told us is what you monetize in order to leverage. So
because you connected with us. Like we feel you now. Like before, I didn't even know who you were. And it's like, oh, what's up? Your name is, okay, cool. But when you told me your struggle, we just connected. Now I'm like, damn, what you mean? Okay, now I'm engaged, right? Same thing that's going to happen on social media.
Through connection come monetary support.
Okay. Well, that's definitely, you know, something to think about, you know. I appreciate it.
Don't think too long, though. Just do it.
Yeah, that's what my brother said.
No, I'm telling, listen.
He tells me that every day.
I'm telling you, just say fuck it.
Yeah.
Your word of tomorrow is fuck it. I'm just going to post tomorrow. I don't give a fuck if 2 people see it.
That's a fact. Because like even a lot of people, they get like, and Tani made a very valid point about not looking at the comments. When you first start out, you should not look at the comments. You should not look at the likes. You should not look at the views. Just develop the content. Put it out. Put it out. Be consistent. Put it out. You check all that stuff 6 months later down the line, fam. And
you can't give me no excuses until you say I have 100 pieces of content that I put out for this one particular thing. That should be your law, your number law.
No, so I'm entitled to give excuses then.
Yeah, no, no, we all do. But I'm saying, you say you want to be an artist, right? Do you have any songs recorded?
Yeah, I have an album.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I need 100 pieces of content per record. If you could do that, you serious.
Okay.
100 pieces of content. Look at what content's popping. Look at what content's easy to do. Whether it be you just singing right here. Hey guys, I'm on a podcast. I'm gonna spit this verse for y'all. Well, it could be so simple, right? You need 100 pieces of content.
Even pushing your music and your own content and sharing your music with other people in order to run it into their reels. Like these is other ways that you lever. And then also if you ASCAP and BMI tied in, you start getting spins.
Capital gains.